You have been charged with a very serious charge, as today. You have been charged with murder. If you are convicted of murder, you do not get to go home. It does not matter if we love you, if your mommy loves you, if your daddy loves you, you do not get to go home because you have killed someone, because you have been convicted of that murder, and because of that, you will face punishment. You will go to jail. You will possibly someday be electrocuted, or you will be shot up with poison, and you will die. Because you are a murderer, you have been convicted of that murder, you will not get to go home. That is what justice is. And that is why today, if the Koran is found guilty, we cannot just simply forget it. We cannot simply say we have a verdict, that is it is over, we don't do anything else, we've had a happy trial. Well, there must be a consequence. The Quran then must be symbolically, through some type of action, must be punished. I hope that's very understandable for the people watching this and for the people here in the audience. If we are going to do this, and if we're going to do this as a regular American trial, then if you are found guilty, or if the book is found guilty, then there must be a punishment. As you're probably aware of, we had on our website 4 choices of punishment. The Quran, if found guilty, will be burned, drowned, shredded, or face the firing squad. That is the forms of punishment that the public was allowed to choose. The one they chose, of which you can imagine, they chose the punishment of burning. It is a symbolic act. It is an act that will actually take place, but it is the burning of the Quran as a symbolic act of its guiltiness. In the same way that a person who is found guilty will go to prison, will not allowed to go home that night. That is the reason that we are doing it. That is the reason that we have to do it. If you feel as though that is wrong, if you do not like that, if you desire to distance yourself from that punishment, that is also perfectly okay. As we say, we live in America. People are free to do as they please within the confines of the law. Okay, so now we will, I believe that we have the verdict. And if for some reason you are not in favor of our verdict, you do not agree with our verdict, as we say in America, we live in a free country, then all you have to do is put together your own trial. That is all you have to do. The Quran has been accused of 4 different actions. Crimes against humanity. The Quran is charged with the training and promoting of terrorist activities around the world. To that charge, the Quran has been found guilty. Is that correct?
Yes.
Was this an unanimous decision?
Yes.
Number 2, the Quran is charged with death, rape, torture of people worldwide whose only crime is not being of the Islamic faith. To this accusation, to this charge, the Quran has been found guilty. Is that correct?
Yes.
To the final charge. The Koran is charged with the crimes against women, against minorities, against Christians, and with the promoting of prejudice and racism against anyone who is not a Muslim. To discharge the Quran has been found guilty. Is this correct?
Yes.
So in accordance with our courtroom law, in accordance with and having the example of the American law, the Quran must be punished. There are several punishments. Some people desire that would, of course, require perhaps another court case and perhaps even more evidence. Some people would desire that the Quran be banned from America. That is a very unusual request, especially in a land of freedom. It is not a totally impossible request. Around the world, certain books that are considered to be very harmful and to be very dangerous are banned. To give you an example, to my knowledge, Adolf Hitler's book, Mein Kampf, is banned in Holland. It is banned in Germany. So it is not a usual act. It is not a common act, but it is something that could possibly someday in the United States take place, proven, if the Quran was proven to be of that harmful nature. The punishment that has been chosen by the people, as I said, there was 4 forms of punishment. Number 1, to burn the Quran, shred the Quran, drown the Quran, or that the Quran would face a firing squad. So the overwhelming favorite is perhaps a bad word, was to burn the Quran. And that is actually, just a minute, I'm not done. I'll let you know. That is actually what will take place in a few minutes. Before we do that, I would like to announce, as we said, there are numerous people, whether they be around the world or possibly within this room, who are not in agreement with this particular action. That is, of course, for us, absolutely no problem. We live in America. It is a free country. You have every right to your opinion. You have every right to agree or disagree. As far as our friends, and I consider them a close friend, as far as True TV is very much opposed, not to the trial, obviously, not to the aspect that the Quran is very guilty, and that the Quran is definitely guilty of all of these charges, but they are very much against the actual burning of the Quran. So the actual burning of the Quran will not be filmed or live streamed by them. That is why I gave our internet website, standupamericannow.org. That is where you can see the live streaming. Okay, I would now like to turn it over to Ahmed, that he has an opportunity to express his feelings concerning this matter.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Terry. You know, it is not about the feeling. It is about our goals. Our goals to burn the Quran from Muslims' mind, Muslims' heart. Not just to burn a paper. He can print millions of copies tomorrow. So that's why I'm asking you that we are not part of this. It is not because we don't hurt the Muslim. No, because it is not what we believe. We believe we have to clean the idea the Muslim had from the Quran. That's why I did ask if you can add the Quran to be banned all over the United States and all over Europe and Australia. That's what we're looking for. So our main goal, our main aim to show the people the idea of the which Quran carry all these years to destroy the other innocent people. So, but we are with trial. We judge the Quran itself, but not the paper.
We understand. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And I'd like to emphasize that it's absolutely no problem for us. We would again like to emphasize True TV and us. I believe that we are basically on every topic concerning the Quran in 100% unity, except for this particular aspect. There's no problem. As we said, True TV is definitely against the burning of the Quran. That is actually fine. So they can, if they want to at this time, discontinue their live streaming, and our streaming will now take place. Do we have that in place?
Yes, sir.
Okay, they can see that through going through. It is not, as I was emphasizing again, it is not that we burn the Quran with some type of vindictive motive. We do not even burn it with great pleasure or any pleasure at all. We burn it because we feel a deep obligation to stay with the court system of America. The court system of America does not allow convicted criminals to go free. And that is why we feel very obligated to do this. We did not choose the form of punishment. The punishment was voted upon. The punishment will be executed right now. If anyone, including our defense attorney and his family, if they feel highly offended and angered by this particular action, they are more than welcome to go ahead and leave at this time. We would excuse them. We thank them very much for their participation. Anyone else who would be very angered or offended by this action is more than welcome to leave. That is absolutely no problem. If you desire to stay, then of course we expect for you to conduct yourself in that particular manner. Thank you very much. Okay, Wayne? You can give them a few minutes. The people who desire to leave, they can do that. That is not a problem. I would like to emphasize again, this is not with any type of, we do not believe, wrong intentions or motives. This is, as you could put it, the desire of the people. This is their chosen form of punishment. And the Quran was found guilty. Thus, we are obligated to fulfill this punishment. If we are ready, then go ahead. Please close the door.